Warriors for the second time this year.
Came in and warmed up, I believe, into the game.
All right, so you see Steph with the highlighter shoes there. Steph, Moses Moody, Jimmy Butler, Draymond, and Quentin Post. This is the starting lineup Steve has stayed with the past 10. Post, little push shot, and opens the scoring. For Sacramento, Russell Westbrook, Keon Ellis, great defender, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Maxime Renaud. So Domantas Sabonis still out. Keegan Murray with the ankle issue is going to miss a couple weeks too. Renaud inside and blocked by Quentin Post. And then DeRozan is fouled.
Solid defender.
LaVine, DeRozan, and Westbrook are capable of going off, and LaVine dropping in the jumper.
He's got so much game, and again, another mid-range jumper. You got to be ready for that. You just kind of anticipate it. It's something to look at the scouting corner. Okay, I got to mentally prepare for them to rise up from the mid-range.
Keon Ellis' job is to slow down Steph, and Curry right down the lane will pick up the foul. Opportunity for a three in the head. Steph went,
Yeah. He sold it.
He did. Well, he just made sure.
He just made sure he got the call.
That's a new one right there. I like that.
I told you he's getting better.
I've been electrocuted.
I told you he's getting better at drawing fouls. I told you this.
DeMar DeRozan master the mid-range, out front iron there. You don't see Curry on the touch fouls accentuate that, but I liked it. Draymond inside. What a nice finish. And Ellis got hit and is still behind the play.
Still a little worse for wear there. He tried to fight over the top of that one and switch it late, and they're just exploiting that so perfectly. Steph is making great decisions.
Renaud, good pump fake and then finish.
Renaud he averaged 20 and 11 his last year at Stanford. Another four-year college guy.
And 42nd pick. These second rounders that have extensive college experience, particularly of size, have been good.
Three-level score. He's got really good footwork in the post, back to the basket game.
Back out to Quentin Post, pick and pop, drop it in three.
So when we start talking good about Maxime Renaud, you got to test him. And Quentin Post can go pick and pop. He's going to struggle to get back out there.
The Netherlands versus France, a European battle in the middle.
You know how to make it as big as possible.
DeRozan missing there. Draymond Green has been handling the ball so well as of late. The conversation with Steve Kerr. He and Steph on turnovers, and Curry with a three right on cue.
Steph just stopped in no man's land.
Draymond 8 straight made with the three.
Draymond just dribbled right up to him.
Westbrook. Now, Russell Westbrook, I do my notes this morning, right? And I'm going, he's 5 of his last 27 on threes.
Yeah.
What's he do? Hit a three.
Of course.
Curry out firing there. Renaud with the rebound.
He's 34% on threes. He was actually shooting it better earlier in the season.
Zach LaVine's a great three-point shooter, but that one was flat. Yeah, the Dubs playing every other day means Al Horford can play, DeAnthony Melton can play. GP2 is back. This is the healthiest the Warriors have been as Post misses a three.
I think Westbrook was kind of surprised that he shot that one.
DeRozan. It's his office, that left block. They cycle it out of LaVine, and he is fouled.
You get a double team from Draymond Green, incidental there, but Draymond's getting home free.
LaVine couldn't quite finish there. Renaud, extra opportunity. Westbrook could hit 1-3. Keon Ellis' sidestep triple on the way is good. He is a 3-and-D guy.
36% from three-point range. Renaud is a really solid rebounder, too.
Warriors nearly the turnover.
Most part, holster that. See if you can just make the simple play.
And a catch by Jimmy Butler. Creating a little space, putting it in and drawing the foul. Man, Jimmy Butler is so smart and knows all the angles and how to position his body.
He's got his team getting.
Great to see GP2 back. He had the sprained ankle against Milwaukee. So Jimmy Butler off to a nice beginning. Got the three-point play with the rebound. Draymond has scored. Post and Steph have scored. And now LaVine down the lane has scored.
The speed of that action was what made it work more than anything. It's just another screen he got, and he kind of turned the corner there. You're trying to switch, but he's just coming off of that thing so fast.
He was waiting for Steph, and Keon Ellis did a good job to deny him. Shot clock at 7. Now Moses will cross over and lay it in.
That was a mean cross. Keon Ellis I mean, he's still looking for him. You know, just wave at him on the way by.
Well, the Kings are 30th in field goal percentage defense, and the Warriors have opened 7 of 9.
It's looking like Allen Iverson there.
Westbrook got to reward Levine, but couldn't handle it. Guy Santos, early playing time. Curry is locked in. Another 3. He's got 9, and the Kings.
Look at the Warriors in a zone right now.
They won immediate 1-3-1 and then backed out of it. That's interesting.
Well, they kind of just exchanged spots.
Yeah.
GP2 and Moses Moody.
Rosen checked the clock and, oh wait, I have a mid-range jumper? I'll just hit that.
Over a smaller defender.
DeRozan, 9th pick in 2009, year 17, and still averaging 18 points a game. Santos setting up Stephon Renaud. The big gets switched on to him, that's usually a problem. There's one, the one-handed pass. Those are the ones where, in the meat of the game, pass inside. And Draymond just played enough deep. DeRozan with the rebound, the Levine miss, and a reload 3.
You got a stop on the first one, but again, the offensive rebound, we might have to keep track of that. Draymond was kind of cheating up and recovered so well. You want to pay it off with the stop, but you weren't able to get the rebound.
Levine's already got 7. They've got some pyrotechnic scores. That's a block. Renaud got Curry on a 3.
Hey, since the timeout, the Kings are playing much better.
Clear side for Westbrook on Guy Santos. Westbrook, Guy, that's Gaplin, contest. And that's where you want Westbrook to live.
You're trying to bait him into tough jumpers.
Draymond couldn't quite finish that. Here comes Westbrook, 100 miles an hour. NBA all-time leader in triple-doubles, missing there. And Renaud finishes it off.
A really solid rebounder. He's going to run the floor. Everybody's so focused on Russell Westbrook, but Russell's miss gave him a chance.
GP2 right down the lane. Perfect delivery by Steph.
Steph is making all the right decisions. They're 28th defensively and 29th opponent points in the paint. Warriors have found that out.
Curry got a hand on DeRozan. You don't see that. But he rose for the mid-range.
Well, it's tough to get him all the way up top. He got him before he got up. A little block there.
And Curry will pick up the foul and rim that out. Last game, but he is in.
Dynamic guard. They got some dynamic.
That's if you let them hang around. They got plenty of guys that can beat you. Zach LaVine missing that 3 because Guy Santos contested the shot.
He's going to bring that energy. You love that. Anthony Melton's back in the game. I said he had his legs up under him. He's been knocking down that 3 ball. That's a big part of it.
Our first look at Nick Clifford, the 24th pick out of Colorado State.
He got to 38% from three-point range this last year there. He's not shooting the 3 ball as well as he'd like.
Al Horford. Underrated passer. I mean, that guy knows what he's doing on a court. Beautiful feed to Steph.
He's just going back door. And Schroeder couldn't keep his body in between Steph and the basket. It's a no-no.
You know, Dennis Schroeder loves to play against the Warriors as Renaud flips that home.
You see Renaud's touching there. He's just solid, comfortable. Pocket passes.
Anthony Melton with Guy Santos, Steph, Al Horford, and Pajemski. Perry getting all he can eat right now. Kings were fortunate that rimmed out. Zach LaVine. And the kick out. We talked about that excellent three-point shooting, but Clifford missing that 3.
He's also a really solid passer, playmaker. He'll get to do more of that as he gains more experience.
Yeah, I mean, Clifford and Renaud, pretty solid draft by the Kings. Anthony Melton had his season high last game, missing there. Guy Santos batted it. It'll be Kings ball.
He's crashing 0 in favor of the Kings.
You don't want that in a game, let alone in a quarter.
Yeah, they only have 5 offensive rebounds. They're capitalizing on every one of them. A lot of 3s off of those.
League Monk throwing the lob, and Draymond played that beautifully. But that's the kind of pass you don't need. You came up with a stop, you throw it away, and it costs you as a layup. Right there is what the Warriors have avoided the last 2 games.
You're just trying to holster those and make sure you just take your time. If you're not sure about the pass, defenders around, don't throw it.
Curry had it blocked. GP2 couldn't guide it home, and Schroeder headed the other way. And Clifford lobbed to Malik Monk. You got the Kings interested in this game now.
Well, of course. They're definitely desperate. They've lost 6 in a row, and you can't be surprised when they hang around. They have a lot of talent. They're super athletic, as you can see.
That's where those turnovers. Nope. It's going to be a foul as Steph was grabbed, but
that's
don't feel. Doug Christie, he had Malik Monk out of the rotation, but he's like, you know what? Malik Monk likes playing against the Warriors. I'm bringing him back, and he's already paid dividends. Draymond missing that three.
You're not getting the same shot quality you were getting before.
Malik Monk continues.
He just had
got 6 already. He's 3 for 3 up from the field.
Just had an angle as soon as he got it. His defender kind of opened up there.
Nice pass. Draymond finding Steph. Curry moving without the ball tonight.
Well, the communication wasn't all the way right.
Steph with 13, averaging 28. That'd be the 4th highest scoring average of any season in his 17-year career. Rosen. That is his office.
He's just getting to that free throw line.
Podziemski off a made basket. Runs it back for the lay-in.
Moving at a different speed. No one was ready to defend. You got to communicate and make sure with DeMar DeRozan inside, all of them, but especially him with his mid-range.
And that was the Kalena take a beat. He just stopped. The defense went away, and he hit the mid-range himself.
Because you had a cutter in there. I believe it was Cardwell that cut in there. 2 defenders committed to him, left the ball.
Curry had all the purple moving with him, setting up Guy Santos for that 3, and Cardwell with the rebound.
The Kings are energized. It's danger time right now.
Rosen, at every stop, that's what he does. I don't care if he's in Toronto or San Antonio or Chicago or Sacramento. There's a reason only 26 guys have had 26,000 points.
And they love him in Sacramento for it. And he still has a lot of athleticism. He still can drive it in there.
So GP2 had that blocked. And goaltended. They called it. Wait a minute. When it hits the backboard, it's a goaltend? Is that it?
Blew the whistle. Good basket.
From Malik Monk off iron there. Steph batted it to GP2.
A good double team there, and the Warriors rotated out of it.
Curry for 3. He around and out. And GP2's right there.
That's your first second chance point. Give them a taste of their own medicine. You should be the better rebounding team overall. Definitely better offensive rebounding team.
Good denial by Podziemski. Don't let Malik Monk get the ball. He's been hot. He's flowing. Now DeMar DeRozan on a switch. DeRozan. Brandon Podziemski on that trip. That's how you want to play defense.
But he anticipated the mid-range, and he was ready for it. Contested it perfectly.
Never let Monk get it, then bothered DeRozan. Draymond's looking for a Steph relocated. Said Guy Santos an open 3 and rimmed that out. But you like that shot quality.
The defense was following Steph over there.
Cardwell flipping it up and out. Podziemski rebound in motion. Dub still shooting at 57%. Curry up, down, and in. He's got 16, 3 of 6 from deep.
A lot happened there. Malik Monk fell over. That didn't help them defensively. They tried to switch it. They just botched the coverage. But again, it was Draymond Green who crushed someone.
Rosen had to kick it out. Clifford's got a good look and dropped in the 3.
Clifford, he's only 31% from three-point range, but I told you, it's going to get better. That jumper, there's nothing wrong with it.
Steph cutting again. Finding GP2. He is always around the basket.
He just cut in there. Steph cut in, kind of cut right in front of his guy's face. They gave it right to him, almost like he's posting up. The defense is going to look at him, focus on him, move around the basket.
I tell you, Gary's got 8 off the bench. Schroeder missing there. Rebound battle. Lewski, Santos, but Draymond battled Cardwell. That's why the Warriors got the ball. And their pass just thrown a little ahead of GP2.
They were just trying.
On that Steph 3, you made me laugh out loud. A lot happened on that play. Schroeder driving and finishing.
You got to figure out which way you want to send Schroeder. You're sending him where the help is not. He kind of opened up there. He still has the quickness. Dealing with penetration is a big part of guarding this team.
Butler looking for Guy Santos, but Schroeder was there. Pass low, but Moody made the 3 anyway.
You got a double team on Jimmy Butler. Cut, move it out the ball, make the defense work. You change sides of the floor.
Clifford thought he was going to blow by Guy Santos, who moved his feet nicely. Renault's got deep position. Moody is strong. Stayed with him, forced to miss, and then a foul on the... It's a travel. It's a travel. Zach Zarba's line. I mean, Moses, he guards big guys, no problem.
Yeah,
he's strong.
He's built for it. Tough to move him. Strong base.
Got clock at 9 with Jimmy Butler. Having that block. That's a good recovery. Precious Achua is an athletic shot blocker. You know all about him.
Yeah, they got some bigs. They got a chance to coach him with Team Nigeria. Can move his feet, but you think you got him beat, and he's going to keep coming. He kept working, didn't give up on the play.
Melton to beat the shot clock buzzer. Will Richard the rebound. And a fresh 14 for the Dubs. Will Richard will launch a three. Jimmy Butler tapped it in. What an athletic finish there.
Warriors have gotten more intentional when it comes to crashing the glass. Jimmy Butler just got inside his man. They couldn't box him out.
Westbrook on Horford. 19 years versus 18 years and flipping it up and in.
The fact that he starts in a little closer gives Al Horford less time if he gets a step on him.
Kings are the third oldest team in the NBA. Clippers, Warriors, Sacramento in terms of experienced players. Now Horford, he's just moving so much better. He looks great.
He loves that little Shane Battier push shot in there.
Oh, thank you for the Shane Battier.
You like that?
Talk about a guy who impacted winning.
Obviously, Zubac does it really well for the Clippers.
No, floater of his own.
So if you're big in this league, that's the shot you need to add to your repertoire if you don't have it already. Renault has it. Al Horford has it.
I would call that the Jokic.
Jokic, he has all those shots.
The one-footers, the Nowitzki, that little push shot for a big, that would be the Jokic. Jimmy Butler, 360 spinorama.
And if you're a wing in this league and you don't have a tornado move, you also need to add that to your game. Exhibit A, Jimmy Butler.
Kings giving the Warriors all they would want right now, though, in this 6-point game. Butler had picked up the dribble. Put Levine in jeopardy. Shot clock at 3. Skip pass to Renault at 1. And that is great Dubs defense. 24 seconds of great D.
You get some token defense, so you kind of get used to it. It's not as hard as you've worked on a ton, which Jimmy Butler has.
And Butler, he was going to go straight up with that, but it kind of squirted out of his hands. He did the Nowitzki with 1 foot. I'm not going to be insulted that when you said token defense, you looked in my direction. I thought we were friends.
I thought that was your specialty.
Levine had it knocked out of bounds.
Mid-range jumpers. DeMar DeRozan is doing his thing. Another mid-range jumper.
DeMar DeRozan right on cue, dropping that in.
Just too loose there. He comes off of that screen, looking to switch up and aggressive. Take that away.
And you're hoping one of the Kings' big scorers would have an off night, but they're all into the game. As Quentin Post hits at 3. Zach LaVine and Westbrook and DeRozan. Malik Monk came off the bench. So did Schroeder. Keon Ellis is playing with Maxime Renault. Westbrook rattling out that 3.
And Draymond was helping off of him, clogged up the middle perfectly for Renault. He wants Russell Westbrook to shoot those.
Post and Draymond with Moody, Jimmy, and Steph. Keon Ellis touching that line. Oh, that is one of my favorite Warrior plays. The inbounder is the one who jumps back in and is rewarded. They did that with Andrew Wiggins for years.
And Steph setting that bone-crushing screen to get Jimmy Butler free there.
So Butler now with 11 to back up Curry's 18. Westbrook another 3. Okay with that. You're going to live with that. I said coming into the game, he was 5 of his last 27 on threes. Keon Ellis knocked it away from Draymond. Butler sets up Moody, long 3. And cherry picking, DeMar DeRozan. Been doing that for 18 years.
Jimmy Butler is so unselfish there. He could have powered up with that one after the loose ball came to him.
Get into the 4th, and guys like DeRozan will finish off games. That's where the Warriors want to have some separation. Quentin Post kept that pivot foot down. Shot clock at 4. Moody attacking the paint. And Renault blocking the shot.
Just stayed with him. Got a little stagnant there other than Steph moving.
Westbrook floating it in.
All right. They're right here with you. Tie ball game.
6 lead change, lead 3. Butler down the lane. Pump fake, pump fake. And tipping in his own miss.
Again, Steph carving him up. Two guys staying with him. Again, I would be fighting my teammates to be the one involved in the action with Steph Curry.
Levine. That is a great no call. And that is incidental contact. It's not a charge. It's not a block. It's a made bucket by Levine. And Zach Zarb was a great official. Post looking for the split action. Kings play it pretty well. Knocked away from Moody. Remains basket.
Make them end up on the wrong side.
Curry for three. Jimmy Butler, another opportunity. And then Butler had it knocked away. He's going to launch the deep three. Draymond just kind of lured him into it. Zach LaVine more than capable, but he's 1 of 5 on 3. So Draymond realizes he doesn't have some big three-point night going.
And he's pretty far away. That was long.
Speaking of far away, Steph Curry from the hash mark.
Him in the garage when he gets to Chase Center.
That's where Schroeder met him tonight, by the way. Throw away from Renault, and Curry, easy steal of the night. Jimmy Butler running right up his back. And he will get to the line.
High IQ, Jimmy Butler.
Man and ball. What if the man has the ball? Yeah, he ran right up his...
Kickoff January 10th to February 7th. Every Saturday, we're giving away a big prize package. Plus 20 winners of 85-inch Samsung TVs and 60 winners of $500 free slot play. Only at Grayton Resort and Casino.
I think Jimmy Butler switched shoes at halftime to match Steph. Steph's got his shoes on.
Yeah, that is good observation. DeMar DeRozan is officially cooking. He doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he's got 18 now, dropping in his first triple in rhythm. Draymond corner three, and he got it. So those corner threes, 22 feet instead of 23.9. And Draymond is 2 of 3 from deep.
And of course, he's chirping at the Kings bench.
Okay, someone's got to slow down DeMar DeRozan at some point. He's got 20. And Steph's got 21.
They got a little closer to him that time. Quentin posted. He went up and under. Kevin McHale.
Curry on Westbrook. How many years have they done that? And Westbrook just hacked him.
It's on the floor.
Hit by Seattle. That's how long as that went in and out of the hands of Butler's hands.
Jimmy Butler's
never had a double-digit lead. Up 5 at the end of 1, at 4 at halftime, up 3 right now. Knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, with Zach Zarb in the crew.
Well, Zach and Sean, I mean, so experienced. And DeRozan, Moody might have undercut him a little bit on that shot. It bothered the delivery.
He threw that one before the action happened.
Keon Ellis forcing the turnover. Warriors now with 8 giveaways.
That's what the Warriors have been staying away from.
Yeah, 5 in the first half, but 3 already here in the third. Levine, turn and fade, fire and finish.
So aesthetically feeling good. They have some talent, enough talent to give you a battle.
Draymond and Steph with Guy Santos, DeAnthony Melton, and GP2. Warriors going small here. Curry 3. He is remarkable.
Him and Draymond are putting on a show right now. The two-man game is insane.
The Kings are shooting 54%. That's because DeMar DeRozan's 9 of 16, and Levine also rolling, missing that 3. And Draymond with the rebound.
It's all about taking care of the ball from here on out. Keep rolling offensively.
Yeah, 5 turnovers first half, 3 already in the third. I'll take 20 assists and 5 turnovers. Melton just saved one right there. Shot clock down to 5. Curry another 3. Same result. Curry's got 27.
He keeps stopping in no man's land, but the window gets smaller and smaller, and it doesn't matter. It's converging on him, but he's unfazed.
Remember, Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy did not play in the first meeting against the Kings. Sacramento won that one 121-116. DeRozan following his own shot. Pump fake, and he is fouled. Played for any player in the league.
Reliable. And I always say with him, with the three-ball craze, everybody wanting to shoot more threes.
Didn't change his game.
Didn't change it up, man. I'm going to stick with what I do. I'm effective. I'm going to keep doing it.
And even now at 36% on threes, you can't just leave him there. The Warriors turn it over. Melton had it knocked away. Keon Ellis thought about the three. Guy Santos gapped him, but the reach-in foul will put him on the line. Give me those Keon Ellis free throws.
My fan favorite Chicken Supreme is back, starting at 5.
That defensive mentality. Defense, a lot of it is about 1-2. Do I really want to slap the ground and move my feet? He made the second free throw.
Yeah, well, it's thankless. It's a thankless job. You don't get a lot of stats for it unless you really know the game. You don't get a lot of notoriety if you're a great defender. But the defense helps you win as Curry is fouled.
Well, they're having a tough time
on Ellis. Two men jump at Steph. Ellis staying with him. Steph regathered his dribble. It was knocked away. Elbow jumper. Guy Santos saving. And Keon Ellis did a great job getting that because Melton fouled him over the back.
They're going to call that on him.
Where they're forcing turnovers here in the third. DeRozan, he can win a game by himself. GP2 knocked it out of bounds. Shot clock at 9. DeRozan will give it up. Schroeder. Ball fake the runner, and he's going to the line. So Sacramento, they're piling up the fouls.
That's him.
Dennis Schroeder was the Eurobasket MVP. When he plays for Germany, he is incredible. And when he gets engaged in a game,
okay, you got to find some momentum here. The game is just kind of hanging, like you said. He made the second free throw. And can you finish off this third quarter strong? Coach Kerr is going to figure out how he wants to go with the lineups to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the Kings aren't just making field goals. 10 free throw attempts in the third. Steph. Kick out. Melton corner three. Got it. Good swing by Podziemski there.
Steph's drive was pretty threatening, and the vision to see his teammate on the outside, Podziemski, the touch pass, exactly what was called for.
Schroeder dribbled that to himself and hit the baseline jumper.
That was saucy.
He's got 11. Tell me, he is a Warrior killer. He always has been, no matter what jersey he wears. Curry wanted some contact, didn't get it. Again with the big dribble and the English.
I don't know if he wanted the foul too, but you're backing up and you're on your heels with him. He's so quick.
Podziemski and Cardwell there, and Steph before the shot was fouled.
The Kings are just trying to figure out, okay, 29 assists going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Podziemski plus 12, Melton plus 13, Al plus 9, and Will Richard plus 12. That was a great unit right there to close that third.
Talk about doing it together. The Warriors are around 30 assists for a game. You're like, great job.
Santos driving, and Guy calls his own number.
Keon Ellis is so frustrated. Guy Santos is just like, get off me. It's going bully ball in there.
Guy sees two Brazilian-style shoe styles tonight with Jimmy and Steph and says, all right, Leandro Barbosa's in the building. And I'm going to show off. By the way, this is one of the cool things. Leandro Barbosa brings great energy.
I was watching them before the game. GP2 was visiting with him and had a good time with that.
Cardwell gathered and finished. That ends that Warrior run of dominance at 15 straight. One of my favorite things on the first Warrior championship was Leandro Barbosa telling Rod Adams, I'm not a good defender. I'm not playing because of it. Help me become a better defender. Take time with me. Show me on tape. What can I do to be a better defender? And Podziemski! Oh, the circus shot of the night! Beat the shot clock buzzer, and Pods puts it in.
That'll win any horse game.
Went over the backboard
and behind the backboard.
DeRozan, he's double teamed and then fouled.
That was off 1 foot too. Podziemski's momentum taking him out of bounds. I just love the way he's playing.
Swing passes like that, really a good stint of minutes from Brandon.
And complement the flow. Don't be a ball stopper. He's doing a great job.
Westbrook scoring inside. Reading the game and who's hot and the grouping you're in is so important for young players.
It's huge. You're playing with a lead now. If you want to trade baskets, that won't hurt you.
Steph finding GP2. to, where is he usually?
Around the basket, but Steph's two defenders kind of stay up with him. He went no look there, like magic.
Hey, Gary's been scoring the last several games. Double digits again for Rosen. And batted away. And Ellis got a freebie. Steph stayed with Zach LaVine, made him give it up. And DeRozan a rare three. Podziemski the rebound.
You're switching really well. Be ready to move your feet.
Draymond trying to turn the corner. Finishing on the Richard has learned as a very young player. It's what Gary Payton does, like breathing.
Set screens for Steph, roll to the basket.
Pass out to Podziemski, open three. Guy Santos a rebound. And they're going to call Guy for the foul. Have a technical, what they call elbowing foul. So foul on Westbrook, so it's Warrior ball, but correctly called technical. That technical free throw missed by DeRozan. And GP2 will lay it up and in.
Well, they're getting some pin downs. All that action kind of lured his defender to sleep. Went fake handoff, caught him off guard. Especially if you're a little big man, you got a real big man on you. Use your quickness against him.
So that closing run to end the third and 15 unanswered has broken this game open for the Dubs. After the Kings were hanging right there. Keon Ellis trying to create his own shot. Steph has played D all night. The team has lost 6 in a row. Get them into that here we go again mode. And you start to build a double-digit lead in the fourth. And their willpower starts to dissipate. Curry in, out, up, Draymond three. Got it!
That's one for the highlight reel. Steph hit him with that mean hesitation, froze two guys sub-zero. Found his running mate, Draymond.
Curry's got 10 assists to go this 27, and Podziemski and Westbrook, and you got
If he wanted to.
he's a star along with Scott Foster and one of the elite officials in our game.
Now the
73 playoff games and 16 games in the finals.
You're elite.
I mean, you are, that's one of your crew chiefs in the finals every year.
He knows what he's doing.
Revenge homestand copyright Glenn Azabuki 2026.
Yeah.
Milwaukee beat you, you paid them back. Sacramento beat you, you're trying to pay them back. Good defense, Zach LaVine. Shot clock at 11. Curry! Oh, man. That was from Clay's boat slip outside Chase Center. That was from deep.
Somehow he still catches you off guard with some of those.
He does. Rosen's missed his last 5 shots. Westbrook attacking. Flipping it up and in. You always admire the energy that Westbrook plays with.
He never loses it.
He doesn't at age 37.
And that's where he's always been at his best, driving.
Draymond up top, shot clock at 9. Podziemski, wing 3, rimmed it out, GP2, give me that. Curry, sidestep 3. And Guy Santos batting it back out, third opportunity, and Guy getting it back to lay it up and in.
It's only right. Reward Guy Santos for this effort. Warriors have won the rebounding battle after the first quarter.
With the bench, 49-29. Westbrook missing that 3. GP2, give me that rebound.
Warriors up to 12-second chance points.
Kings did not see Steph, Jimmy, or Draymond in the first meeting. Podziemski! 3-point play opportunity.
Use Stephen Curry. He's okay with it. There's never been a player like Steph Curry in this league that has this much gravity.
When you're putting up 51 bench points and the guys in the cream-colored jerseys, so many of them are playing good basketball, it gets you excited. I mean, you win 8 out of 11, you start to bring on Atlanta on Sunday. I mean, they're doing some stuff. There's DeRozan. It's just fun to watch. His game is unlike really any other.
It's like clockwork with the mid-range.
Still a ways to go, but the Warriors trying to put the Kings to sleep. Cycle Moody, Podziemski breaking the paint right down the lane. Two-handle.
Defense is moving. You have an angle, you can attack those and do pull-ups on the rim like that.
Milwaukee mash in the half court as LaVine throws that away.
Ferocious.
But the game is paying him back for the way Brandon played in the third. Deflected out to Moody. Shot clock at 7. Podziemski on Renault. Shot clock at 3. He's going to get a foul.
Got him. Well, everybody's flowing. The vibes are immaculate.
Mercury Insurance says, give me a couple Podziemski free throws.
Ah, nuts.
What did I just watch? Chili pepper on your bird seeds. I've never.
3 free throws.
Yeah, if the odd nuts guy is sick or out of, whatever, out of commission, I can stand in.
I can see that. You're going to work with me for years on Warrior TV. Oh, that's the odd nuts guy. That's where he came to fame. Podziemski, 12 in the quarter, all 3 free throws. He's got 14 in the game, 6 of 6 from the line. Schroeder, nuts! He's shooting free throws. I'll tell you, Dennis.
2 cakes. It's amazing. Tried some of it. Really good.
So
there's Joe Lake. You're going to be emceeing, right?
I'm doing the play-by-play and the MC.
Just make sure they have the training staff on call, on site, ready for whatever.
Names and jerseys and shoes and outfits. Yeah. They're 8 6-man teams in a double elimination tournament. This is going to be something.
Because Joe's going to be going hard. He's like D. Santos out there.
Anthony Melton. Oh, man. A healthy Melton, a healthy Al Horford. A fully healthy Warrior team as Westbrook lays it in. And 5 minutes away from winning 8 out of 11 and really starting the homestand in the right way.
Yeah. You've had a lot of clutch games. It's nice to have one of those games where you're not worried about the clutch as much.
Yeah, but the offensive basketball has been beautiful for a couple weeks now. That's why that Clippers shooting spell was so difficult as Moody banks it in. And I'm not going to name the number of the category we don't jinx.
Yeah,
okay, I'm not going to say it with 4:28 left. As the Kings give it in. Trace Jackson Davis in with Quentin Post and Will Richard. So the Warriors, they led the Kings exactly where you want a team to go when they've lost 6 in a row. This game was tied at 84. TJD back out to Quentin Post, sidestep 3. And shot clock was at 1, and that was blocked. 24-second violation.
He had to shoot that one, but you want to see Quentin Pumper.
He's all about Brazil and Neymar. Kick out back to Clifford. Okay, Westbrook's okay. He's okay.
Right now?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, in their prime, in recent
in their prime.
Okay,
yeah. Russell Westbrook would be up there.
That's because I always thought as Buddy Hield hits that 3. I think Russell Westbrook would be an incredible decathlete.
Yeah, LeBron James in his prime would be really good.
Of course. LeBron would be there too. Oh, Quentin Post. Red Cardwell up top. But you look at the 10 events in the decathlon and what it takes athletically, Westbrook could do a lot of them very well. Quentin Post, he shoots 3s very well. Dropping that in.
I told you they want to see Quentin Post knock down a 3. That would be nice.
Draymond 3 of 4, Quentin 2 of 5, Moody 1 of 2, Steph 6 of 12, Buddy Hield 1 of 2, Al Horford 1 of 2, Melton 3 of 6. A lot of great three-point shooting for the Dubs tonight. Evan Carter had the easiest bucket of the year for him.
You love the feel-good nights.
Evan Carter was the 13th pick in 2024, but he is not in their rotation. Anthony Carter's son. TJD couldn't quite finish that. Nice pass from Quentin Post. Knocked out of bounds by Sacramento.
It's been an up-and-down season offensively for the
Buddy, former Sacramento King, missing that 3.
It's amazing to see them coming on strong on the offensive end, finding their flow. You can tell they're all feeling it.
Sunday, you watch the Niners at 1:30, the Warriors at 5:30 against Atlanta. The Niner game will be done. It is a big sports Sunday on the Bay. Nice block, Quentin Post. Sent away Malik Monk. Pat Spencer was going to drop 61. Got love Pat Spencer. Nice follow. Cardwell, he knows his game.
I like him. He's bouncy. He's going to run the floor. He's going to rebound.
He's on a 2-way deal. These undrafted bigs who played 5 years in college. He's 24, but effective.
He's got an NBA body.
Buddy Hield finding Quentin Post. Not firing there. Pat Spencer giving QP another opportunity to pay it off.
He made the adjustment. Got his legs into it a little more.
Butler terminated the dribble there. Pump fake and Clifford dropping it in. Yeah, for Sacramento, you're the third oldest team, and you're going to go to 8-30. And
they need Sabonis back.
Yeah, I mean, and Keegan Murray and Sabonis, probably your two best players, are out. It is a rough year for the Kings.
It's hard to know what kind of team you have when you have this many injuries.
Neal dropping in the three. Well, we talked about when Melton wasn't playing and Al wasn't playing, and then they couldn't play him back-to-back, so the injury management, like, what kind of team do the Warriors have?
Zach LaVine, this is his third or fourth game back. He was out for a while.
So the final 25 seconds, which turned into a blowout after the game was tied at 84 with 3 minutes left. And CJD was going to follow in that miss. Warriors don't want to take a turnover. They're going to have to shoot to not get the violation. And Pat Spencer missing there. Out of bounds.